Someday we'll get paid for this.
Hi folks, this is AP Ticker.
Hi, I'm AP Ticker.
And this is Piggie of the Week.
The first way to stop this kind of stuff is for young people to be home where they're supposed to be home, and for adults not to act like idiots and assholes out in the streets of our city shooting at kids in a car.
It's been an ugly month for Philadelphia. The city has seen more homicides than it has days in the year. The latest included a father allegedly shooting up a car full of teenagers who were allegedly planning to beat the shit out of his kid and their friends.
Police filed a third charge of murder against Axel Barreto today in connection with the slaying of 3 teens who were bitter rivals of his stepsons. The shooting took place Tuesday night in Juniata Park when a car full of 7 teens arrived at Barreto's East Luzerne Street home with the apparent intent of beating up the stepsons. Instead, police say Barreto, alerted by his wife that trouble was on the way, fired a dozen shots into the car. Police say Barreto, a career criminal, is cooperating.
Followed by the fatal beating of a Temple grad in Old City by 3 cowardly assailants. When the mayor begged the city on Martin Luther King Day to take a break from killing each other, someone got shot anyway.
Idiots and assholes.
Meanwhile, Tom Corbett's Department of Public Welfare, the folks who brought you asset tests for food stamps, has cut around 88,000 kids from Medicaid, much of it due to paperwork the DPW lost. No doubt more of that waste, fraud, and abuse.
Idiots and assholes.
We learned also that our old friend, former superintendent of schools Arlene Ackerman, was directly responsible for steering a $7.5 million no-bid contract for surveillance cameras to a small minority firm, while hiding her personal relationship with the company's president. So it's a good thing to know that the Daily News has its priorities straight, putting a now svelte and totally ripped Tony Luke Jr. on its front page, hyping a story so important that it was placed on page 23. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm glad Mr. Luke, who makes some of the finest sandwiches in our green country town, is in better health. Losing weight is incredibly difficult, especially when you live on a diet of roast pork sandwiches and cheesesteaks. But the people are killing each other in the streets, and the state government is throwing families off of food stamps and Medicaid, and the Daily News gives me Tony fucking Luke? We have 50% unemployment among young adults, and more than 10% unemployment overall, and it's Tony Luke? Our high school dropout rate is more than 40%. But what does it matter? They've failed so badly that more than half of the city's adults read no better than a 5th grader. And Tony Luke, successful businessman, isn't fat anymore. Our troubles are over.
Idiots and assholes.
Congratulations to the Philadelphia Daily News for promoting a porky pork sandwich purveyor when our city's drowning in a bloody tide of poverty and neglect. You are our Piggie of the Week. I'm AP Ticker, and I'll be on the bottom of the pig pile. Hey, is that a truffle?
The first way to stop this kind of stuff is for young people to be home where they're supposed to be home, and for adults not to act like idiots and assholes out in the streets of our city shooting at kids in a car. Idiots and assholes. Idiots and assholes. Idiots and assholes.
Idiots and assholes. Idiots and assholes.
Idiots and assholes.